If you clicked on this video, then you want to become more flexible again. Perfect. Then you are in the right place. What if I tell you that you can manage to get back to the ground with your fingers in 2 steps? I'll show you how. Get started right away. What will totally motivate you in these exercises is that you first find out how deep you can go. Feel free to write a comment telling us how it went. And you can do it very nicely like this. You take a tape measure and check how far you can reach approximately. If you come this far, then you open it approximately at this height. And you go down slowly, stretch your arms and look, you've made it this far. That would be 24 centimeters. More or less, depending on, and then you do the 2 exercises. And then we measure again. And I believe you will be really excited when you realize that after each practice, you'll reach 1, 2, 3 millimeters or even centimeters more. Step 1, exercise 1. Please sit down the way I am sitting. And first, for the left leg, we do the following. You clasp your leg from below so that your torso is close to the thigh. And then you try how far can you stretch your leg. The torso should not move away from the leg during the exercise. And then there is a point where you realize now it doesn't go any further. And there you stop. And now the exercise is starting, so to speak. Now it's already stretching. You probably feel it in your back. You probably also notice it in your thigh. And you keep working your way further in now. Perceive, feel deeply where it pulls. And make sure you really go with the trunk, with the thigh. And then you go centimeter by centimeter, sliding further with the heels forward. You must, of course, do it without shoes, so that your heel also slides and does not get caught on the ground with your shoes. Then the exercise would become difficult. Pull yourself further forward. And now you hold your leg tight and pull yourself up with your torso, because you have your arms underneath. You don't go up, just tense up, do our strength training, relax again and go a little further. And when you notice that the arms touch the ground, then you pull them a little to the side and only grab underneath with the hands. But stick to the principle that the more the leg stretches, the further forward you move your torso. Downwards and forward to be precise. And then you pull back up with the torso. Pull firmly, let go, and go down a little more. And when you notice the foot moves forward and the leg moves away from the chest, then you go back with the torso so that you have the same distance again. And then you keep working yourself further into the stretch. We are almost there, and then slowly come back up. And since you are standing with both legs during the exercise, we will do the same on the right side. So you bend your leg, reach nicely underneath, bring your trunk close to the leg, and stretch your leg. Stretch it and pull yourself further in. Work your way in first, and you will notice how you can stretch your leg further and further. Notice the stretch. I feel it in the lower back, not yet in the back of the leg. It will probably come later for you too. If you notice your arms are getting in the way, move them to the side, grasp under your thigh with your hands, and keep stretching your leg more and more. Stretch more and more. Move your torso forward and pull against it. The torso is pulled backwards and upwards, wanting to move away from the leg, but you hold on tight, and that's why it doesn't work. And again, the torso wants to rise. You tense against it, relax and stretch further, and pull the torso along. Pay close attention to where it pulls. Feel inside yourself. Always listen to what your body says, what your pain says, what your stretching sensation tells you, because that is the guide for you to stretch accordingly. Always pull back nicely and then slowly come out again. If you want to do a general mobility training for every day, then please click here. And now the second exercise, step number 2. Now we go into the straight leg. First, stretch the leg. Exactly, you need a loop or something. If you can't reach your foot, you need some kind of loop, a belt, a towel, something that helps you to make your arms a little longer. I do it with the stretching strap. By the way, you can get tips on the stretching strap there, information. Now important, the back should stay straight, at least stay very straight at the beginning. The foot is upright. And now the exercise begins. The knee is fully extended and you pull yourself forward more and more. And now it stretches differently. You notice that now it stretches more into the back of the knee. That's why it's so unpopular, because it always hurts so much in the back of the knee. And the art lies in doing it again in such a way that it still feels good, so you don't lose interest. Because if it hurts too much, a little bit of pain is always okay. But if it hurts too much, you lose the desire, and it has to be enjoyable. The exercises must be fun in the end, otherwise you will stop doing them altogether. You should do it daily if possible. And you keep pulling yourself further forward nicely, breathe in deeply, also pull your foot back nicely so that the calf is also included in the stretch. Also pay attention to what you are pulling with, belt or loop, so that it is a bit diagonal. That your little toe is not pressed too hard there and you keep pulling yourself further. And now we do our strength training, which consists of pushing forward with your foot. And you pull yourself back with your torso, but hold on tight and therefore no movement occurs. Then you relax again and then you notice, oh, it goes a little further. And again, foot forward, trunk back and relax again and a little bit more. And once again, because it was so nice, you pull again, foot is straight. As I said, let go loosely and a little further forward, and then the side is already done, slowly out. Always move slowly and place the loop over the right foot. Make sure it is diagonal because of the little toe and fully extend your leg. If your heel is too high off the ground when your leg is fully extended, place a book of appropriate height underneath, so that the foot rests nicely. And then you move further forward, breathe in deeply, deeply out. This now pulls mainly in the popliteal region probably, or just below. We must always give the fascia and muscles some time to relax first. Move further in while breathing. Make sure that the foot is also pulled back. Also try to actively take the foot a little backwards. Take it back, come more into the stretch through that. And then you push forward with your foot again. Foot pushes forward, trunk pulls back tighter and tighter. Relax and go further in, and again, you pull back with the torso. The foot pushes, you could say it is easier to understand when the foot pushes away from you, so to speak, and the torso wants to move backward. Relax again and then insert a little further, then relax again, and now comes the final test after the exercise. Let's see what we have achieved. You do the same as before, measure where you reach, and you'll see you improve day after day. And then at some point you are able to touch with your fingers, at some point you touch with half fingers, at some point you touch with a fist, and at some point you touch with the palm of your hand. This is just a matter of practice, prove it to yourself, and please also write comments about it again and again, because you can show off the centimeters, maybe a little competition will arise in the comments. If you want to have a full body routine, 10 minutes long for every day, then please click here and down there you click. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, it's high time for lots of great exercises. Don't miss any, and don't forget to activate the bell so you're always informed. Bye. See you in the next video.